Guys, what's up? It's Flying Squirrel MMA. If you're watching this, it has been 5 minutes since the main event of Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. I just made my most successful video by far on this channel saying that Ilia Topuria is screwed. That Charles Oliveira is going to be too much for him. That Charles Oliveira is going to be too big and Ilia is going to just be too small. It's very rare to move up into a weight class and knock out the guy at the top of the division and take the belt. That never happens. Never, ever happens. And I think I might have, we all knew Ilia Topuria was him. If we doubted it with Volk, he proved us wrong. If we doubted it with Max, he proved us wrong. But then he went up weight classes. And maybe I should get my slideshow going, huh? I'm sorry. I'm still pretty much in shock, guys. My wife just saw me reach a point of rage and anguish that I don't think she's ever seen me reach. Let's just walk through this real quick. I am still in shock. Look at Charles on his way to the ring, man. He was saying this is the best he's ever been, felt prepared, whatever. Before the fight, his freaking family was crying, okay? Now, Ilia, when he walked out, he was looking super happy. Before the fight, his son, did you guys see his son point to someone and wink? He was probably pointing to one of the ring girls and winking at her and flirting. I've never seen a kid with this much confidence. Of course, if the kid has that much confidence, he learned it from his dad. I think I just need to really reevaluate my life. Guys, I'm legitimately, legitimately, I've never reacted to a sporting event more extremely than I have tonight. When I saw Charles Oliveira fall limp to the ground with his eyes in the back of his head, guys.
Oh!
I screamed into the couch pillow.
Oh, he needs some milk.
You know how black people, they evacuate the area? Like when something's really funny, we run away. I did that. I walked into the other room. I said, oh my. I'm literally still in shock. I don't even know. Hey, you want an immediate reaction? This is my immediate reaction. I can't even pretend. I can't put on the TV voice at this point. This was just so heartbreaking. I can't even look at this. Is this how this must be how Max fans felt when oh gosh. And I'm going to have to watch this replay for the rest of my life. Every time Ilia starts fighting, I'm going to have to watch Charles Oliveira fall limp and bloody with his eyes rolled back in his head, taking a final shot in front of his wife and kids on basically his last chance at the belt, man. It's like a 36-year-old man. This is oh my gosh, this is my favorite fighter, bro. I know you guys don't pay money to hear me just sit here and say boo-hoo, boo-hoo. And I know that video that I just made that has literally is literally the best performing video I've ever made on this channel. There are going to be so many comments on it saying, well, this aged like milk. Bro, I guess I'm a dairy farmer, man. I guess I'm a dairy farmer who just screwed up, bro, because it did age like milk. Ilia Topuria literally knocked out Charles Oliveira in the first round, bro. I don't even, we could talk about how they had a grappling exchange, and Ilia actually did really good in the grappling exchange. How the heck did he do that, guys? How the heck did Ilia out-wrestle the best grappler in the UFC? How did he just do... Sorry, let me change the slide to something. What does it matter, bro? What does this matter, dude? Oh, okay, I'm going to try to make it through this video, y'all. But for real, this is just... This is insane. This is actually a crazier storyline his name, bro. Than Conor McGregor. This is a crazier storyline than Conor McGregor. It's the exact same storyline. Went 7-0, and then he won the lightweight or the featherweight belt, and then he moved up to lightweight, got the lightweight belt. But Conor McGregor, he did this to what? He beat Jose Aldo, which is probably the equivalent of beating Alexander Volkanovski. And then after Jose Aldo, who was it? Was it the guy at lightweight? I don't even know, man. This 3 knockout streak is by far. This is like we said goodbye John Jones last week. I think we need to stop calling Ilia Topuria the next Conor. We need to maybe start calling him the next John Jones, because to knock out Volk, all-time great, Holloway, all-time great, and Charles Oliveira, all-time great, all in a row. And then, I mean, he's calling out, maybe he wants just a nice tune-up fight with Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett gets hit too. You're not going to knock me out, mate. You're not going to knock me out. Scousers don't get knocked out, dude. He's going to knock his braids into the, he's going to beat you. We thought he beat Volk badly. He is going to train so hard for Paddy Pimblett. You guys have no idea. Maybe you do know the backstory of why these guys hate each other, or why Ilia hates Paddy, at least. Because Paddy said something extremely disrespectful to any child who's grown up in. Imagine there's a child who grew up in a war that they didn't deserve, a war that they didn't ask for, a child, right? And they see their people and their country and their city getting bombed and invaded. And then imagine this blonde-haired dude who looks like the son from Family Guy. He tweets at you. He says, no wonder you guys, no wonder the Russians want to kill you guys. Yeah, dude. Paddy Pimblett, he's talking crazy. He's making the fight. Paddy Pimblett is in deep, deep trouble. If I just saw what I saw, I would not be trying to get no title fight with Ilia Topuria. I don't know, bro. But Ilia Topuria just made history. He's the next John Jones. Forget being the next Conor. He is the next John Jones, bro. What he has done is more impressive than anything Islam Makhachev has done. It's more impressive than anything Khabib has done. It's more impressive than what is Mighty Mouse do? What 3-fight win streak has Mighty Mouse had that compared to this? What 3-fight win streak did Anderson Silva, even GSP, bro? What 3-fight win streak did any other UFC champion have that compares to this? Maybe what? Alex Pereira? No, dude. Even Alex Pereira's 3 wins are not it's not the same as knocking out Volk, Holloway, and freaking Charles Oliveira in a row, like first round. Oh, guys. I'm going to sleep good tonight. You know how good you sleep after you cry? I'm not saying I cried. I didn't cry. Oh, okay. Let's talk about the second fight. Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. Jeez, man. It's hard for me to even... I mean, maybe just watch the other YouTubers because they're going to be doing their TV voice. I can't do my TV voice after my favorite fighter. Charles Oliveira is my favorite fighter, man, of all time. It feels like I just watched someone get shot in the street. Guys, yeah, Kai Kara France got choked out. This card was just an amazing card. Top to bottom, there wasn't really any stinker fights. Even the women's MMA fight, Tracy Cortez, that was an awesome fight, man. The Cannibal, Alexandre Pantoja, he's now tied, or he broke Mighty Mouse's record for finishes in flyweight. I think he's still, second to Mighty Mouse, but what if Mighty Mouse came back and fought him? That'd be kind of cool. What if he went up and fought Marab? That'd be cool. Guys, I'm empty. My soul is in pain. Joshua Van fight was definitely the fight of the year. Guys, I literally might end this video early. because I just can't handle. I literally can't handle this. Joshua Van, yeah, man. I didn't think Joshua Van would beat Brandon Royval that bad, but he really put it on him, bro. Like Royval, I don't know why Royval had that game plan to box with the Golden Gloves champion of Joshua Van. He just stood standing the whole time. I would have shot a takedown. I would have stunk it up. I mean, a win is a win, but Brandon Royval, as I record this right now, Dana White is probably awarding both of them $50K. But man, they like set a record for strikes in this fight. Guys, I have a question. Why did they post this online, guys? Since when does the UFC, dude, they put the whole fight, since when does the UFC put the whole fight on YouTube? Guys, I'm about to cry. Okay. So we're going to just look at it this way. Dude, I don't blame you if you click off my video. I'm really distraught. I'm genuinely distraught. This is not no act, bro. Anyways, Joshua Van threw 204 significant strikes. Brandon Royval threw 215 significant strikes. Joshua Van got knockdowns, though, and he landed the more powerful punches. So he won the fight. Bro, this was one of the best fights in flyweight history, literally. And we've had some really good fights in flyweight history. I feel like this is how you revive a division. Is you have fights like this where you just go out there and freaking scrap. And then Joshua Van, he said, whoever wins the next fight, you got to come and see me. Joshua Van's different than me. If I were to see that fight, I would not want any parts of Pantoja. Next fight, Beneil Dariush and Renato Moicano. First round, I was thinking, man, Beneil Dariush, you need to retire, bro. You got gray hair. You're like 32 years old. It was looking bad for Beneil because he got that knockdown. Round 2 and round 3, he used the wrestling, dominated the grappling exchanges, and he went and he made a name for himself. Kind of like what Ilia Topuria just did on the blood of our favorite fighters. Okay, so Peyton Talbot. Dude, I just realized that Paulo Costa was supposed to fight, and does this guy ever fight? Anyways, Peyton Talbot, man, he bounced back pretty well. Felipe Lima really did a good job. I thought Felipe was winning. Felipe would be winning in the striking, throwing the heavier strikes, and then he would try to grapple, and Peyton Talbot would beat him in the grappling exchanges, beat him in the scrambles, and ground and pound. A great return for Peyton Talbot. Really happy for him. Hopefully this means that we'll get some more Frank Ocean music. I doubt it, though. Okay, I guess I'll talk about these next 3. I'm really, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I don't have the energy. Gregory Rodriguez, President Barack Obama, our 44th president, just landed a drone strike. Dude, what the heck? That was one of the most brutal knockouts I've ever seen. This card, like I said, extremely violent. That was 100% Herb Dean's fault. Dude, this is a really scary guy. But when you look at him, you're like, yeah, of course, he drone strikes somebody in the middle of the octagon. But I know he's far from it, but I feel like Gregory Rodriguez versus DDP would be fun because they're both kind of like, they got more muscle than they know what to do with. That would be a fun fight. Hyder Emil, Jose Delgado, another just like brutal knockout. Hyder Emil, he's known for having that 35 punch combo. But Jose Delgado, he just comes out there and knocks you out in the first round. And this is not his first time doing that. So yeah, it's kind of sad seeing Hyder Emil get destroyed in 26 seconds, but that's how it is, man. I'm going to stop the video right here. Go ahead if you want to tease me and say that age like milk. If you want to tease me, throw the abuse on me. Throw tomatoes in my comment section. I don't care, bro. I'll take the 40 lashes for being a Charles Oliveira fan. I said I'm standing on business, and it wasn't clocking to you. It's not clocking to you guys that I'm standing on business, is it? It's not clocking to you. I'm very happy for Ilia Topuria. I just didn't want to see my favorite fighter get slimed out like that. I didn't think it would be that violent, and it was very violent. And usually the violence in this sport does not affect me, but today it affected me. That was really bad. You guys have a great night, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for following the channel. All the new subscribers, thank you for sticking with me. This is probably the lowest energy video you will get from me, but just know it is genuine, man. So we're gonna gosh, okay. I'll see y'all. Peace.